Hello, everyone. My name is Kimberly Rose, and I've been a certified breathwork therapist for a little over 15 years now. And I get to take people through these breathwork sessions where you lie down for 60 minutes and we gently and very slowly start to introduce a little bit deeper breathing into the body and getting straight oxygen in, because most of the time we're barely breathing, or when we're triggered or stressed or anxious, it starts closing down the body, the brain, just how the whole body functions. And because we're holding our breath. So this type of therapy, it helps to open up your cells and bring more aliveness and healing to your body so it can open up, drain.
No, I mean, it does drain the body. It does. Drain makes it sound heavy.
Yeah.
Helps the body have fluidity.
Yes.
Right.
It brings a flow into your cells and into your organs, and it just opens everything up so you can feel so much better. And everyone feels better after a breathwork session.
Yeah. Oh, so many things to say. Because this is the Breast Implant Health Summit, and because I'm a geek and I've read so many abstracts and publications and all of that, there are one for sure publication that was actually on the exhale and low molecular weight silicone, and how on the exhale you release toxins, and one of the toxins can be low molecular weight silicone. And so I think by the time this airs, we'll have that paper up on the Resource Center site, if it's not already there. But that's a big deal, right? Because we'll hear in this summit that it's the low molecular weight silicone that actually causes cell death and makes it, have a cascade of inflammation and things like that, right? And then there's higher amounts of silicone or molecular weight silicone that also get broken down. And so using breath work as a modality to drain the toxins, flush the system, that's just one of the juicies.
Yes, and you can feel everything start to open up in just, well, within 10 deep breaths, you can start to feel a very gentle opening, and you'll start to feel your cells kind of buzzing. And so it happens very quickly, but also really gently, so it doesn't hurt you. That, it's not forced. This type of breath work's really gentle, which is why I love it so much.
And there are so many different breath works, like so
there's holotropic breath work, there's Wim Hof breath work,
and this
somatic.
is absolutely not that.
This is way more gentle. Yeah.
So you can do this right after, well, you can do this anytime, but right after surgery.
Absolutely. Yeah. I prep a lot of people before surgeries. They might do like an hour session. And then once they do the session, then their body knows how to breathe properly, even just after that one session. So they catch themselves holding their breath after surgery, and they go right into the rhythm of the breath work pattern that we do. And it really helps them get through, just one nice deep breath at a time. It's very cleansing.
Yeah, no, I know. I had the luxury of experiencing your work several times. It is funny, I know I'm digressing a little bit, that when I get wound up, I still forget. Like I still get all like, sphincter tight and just like pissy, and then I'm like, oh, breathe. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna breathe.
Yeah.
And then I breathe, and then I feel better. So
yeah.
She's like, yeah. So what if someone hasn't ever done breath work? How do you give them an introduction to it? Like, I know we just talked about why do it, right? And actually, can we geek out just a little bit more?
Oh yeah.
So for me, one of the favorite things, well, other than the viscera and the abdomen, bringing fluidity to that, the intercostal spaces, like if these are the ribs and this is the muscle, ribs, muscle, that space is so important for so many reasons. And over time, let alone surgery that we have, these can get pretty rigid. And there's other trauma, there's other autoimmune, there's other types of inflammation or breathing patterns that someone might have that keep this tight over time. And when if my fingers, I'm like trying to make a sternum, if my fingers are a rib cage and they don't move, you know, that even affects how you think or how your autonomic nervous system runs, sympathetic versus parasympathetic. So being able to take a deep breath is a big deal, especially in the back.
Yeah. And most people, they can't take a deep breath in. And so they just stop. They stop doing the breath work because they don't think they're doing it right. Or they're like, well, I just can't do it. But if you just give me 5 to 10 minutes of just real slow opening, deeper breathing, it will open. It just takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So it doesn't take long. But so how do I introduce breath work to people? I kind of just invite them to just take a few deep breaths through the day. That's it. Just start them real slow, you know, because most people don't know that they're not breathing. And it's quite triggering talking about breath work. It's very triggering. It's very activating. Like, well, I already breathe, you know, why do I need to breathe more? And people make fun of me all the time. So
I think I was one of them. Like, what?
Yeah. And then, so I put out like 30-second breathers on my Instagram, or, you know, just real short little splashes. And that 30-second, like breathe with me for 30 seconds, that they can feel in 30 seconds what it's doing. It's like, whoa, what is that? And you can start feeling the body kind of working on something. So that's how I introduce it. But it's taken me at least 13, 14 years to figure out how to introduce it to people, because I've had no idea how to do it. Because, you know, we carry so much stress in the body and toxins that, you know, how do you put into words that we just need to breathe a little deeper or a little more, you know, it just upsets people.
Yeah.
It can upset. It's very triggering.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I think for me, when I was at my peak, and we had a Facebook Live where we talked about some of this too. The exhale for me caused anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, no linear reason. Well, maybe there is a linear reason why, but not that I would know. So I was very much, no, I'm breathing just fine.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Yeah. So I try to introduce breath work gently into people, because we're carrying so much that we might not even realize. And so I just try to ease people into like the breath work sessions. And so other types of breath work, it's fast, it's harder, like right off the bat. And I'm like, no. That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends, you know, if you're an extremist, that type of breath works great. You know, like if you like extreme things and really want to feel it right away, go that route. But this is, you know, a lot more gentle. And then you still have the very deep, profound transformation, and very deep clearing from your body and any burdens or whatever's going on.
Yeah, I have to say I was surprised. I think I've done Joe Dispenza, Wim Hof, holotropic, and then this was probably the easiest, but the hardest, gentlest, but the harder for, not hard, a challenge to just keep it simple and keep it going.
Yeah.
And it was like, I wish there were more words, because it is and really that 30-40 minute mark is, for me anyway, where the big change is. Do you see that with
Everyone?
people?
Yeah.
And there is a special, I call it the BII spin, and maybe other autoimmune different things have it too, but you know, we're so, the majority of us are so used to not being heard, not being listened to, not being able to slow down enough to try to make our own bodies feel safe, because we feel like we're on fire or whatever our N is. And so to be able to create that safe space can also be challenging, to know that it is possible within myself, within ourselves. And I
Yeah.
think that no matter where anyone starts, or no matter if a practitioner suggests to start doing breath work, right? I just urge everyone to start this as a gentle practice that we can do every day.
Yeah, even if you do 3 minutes, just starting there, that is enough,
A
and then
little
build up.
breath snack.
Yeah, and then build up to 5 minutes, And now I've done so much breath work that my body, it goes into the rhythm. And all the rhythm is if you watch an animal breathe, they never hold their breath. They're just continuously breathing. And same with an infant. They're just always, babies never hold their breath. They just inhale, exhale. And so that's kind of the rhythm we're going back to. And even when someone before they pass, if they're in their 80s or 90s or whatever, and they're in bed lying there. I got to breathe my grandpa before he left his body, and he just, he was already doing the rhythm and the natural flow of inhaling and exhaling, very gently, of course. And so my body, when I'm triggered, it goes into that rhythm automatically. When I'm mad, sad, I have anxiety or whatever surfaces.
I want that.
Yeah, and it does. And so, and yeah, just get a couple more like breathwork sessions in, and your body will naturally go into it. So it's great. I don't even have to think about it anymore.
Wow.
So yeah, and that does come with practice, but you'll get there. Just take your time. Our bodies can store so much stuff that, it just takes maybe a session or two to kind of clear out a lifetime of stuff. But yeah, it's so safe and gentle.
Agreed. Terry, do you do breath work?
I've done Dr. Joe Dispenza before, and it is very rough and, very energetic, but I like the way that I feel afterwards. So I am sure that breath work gentle, is probably going to be very similar or even more beneficial. So I'm taking it that it's just more oxygen to the brain, more oxygen to your cells. So you just be like, it's like a tingling, energetic feeling, very similar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people they don't get the tingling. Some people just feel like a heaviness on their chest, or everyone's session's different. But the body, just as soon as the body gets those nice inhales, those nice deeper breaths, it just sends the oxygen where it needs to work on. And so maybe it's neck pain or something, and then you might feel like a kink in your neck while you're doing it. And that means it's clearing. And then after that's done clearing, 5 minutes later, it'll go down to, your belly, and maybe it's clearing something in there. And so it's kind of a fun little journey. But yeah, anyway.
Well,
I was going to say, and also with the women, with the fact that we, breast implants have been placed on our chest for so long, and making that area so tight.
Yeah,
this has to be so beneficial for our community.
Absolutely. Yeah. Amanda, the holistic beauty coach, or on Instagram, we did a private session, and she won't mind me sharing this at all. She shared it before. That's what happened when she did her first session. Her chest was so tight. And then by the 40-minute, 50-minute mark, it opened. And then she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I was carrying so much in there, emotionally and physically also. So yeah, it's really cool to see that, So
I just love it. I think if you're willing, can we
yes,
show the people what this is, so they
yeah,
can do their snack packs of
of
breath?
course. Yes, let's do it. Snack pack. Chocolate or
Kind of like
vanilla?
it. Exactly. Strawberry.
Oh yeah, okay.
Swirl. Never
Okay.
what's offered.
Yeah. All right. So if you don't mind, just kind of close your eyes if you're in a safe place to do so. And we're just going to invite a few deep breaths into the body. And you can do this in through the nose. And softly exhale out through the mouth. or the nose, whatever feels good for you. So we're breathing in and just letting the body go on the exhale. Beautiful, just like that. Inhale, exhale. Slowly inhaling, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. And let yourself feel the breath come in, 2, 3 seconds, and softly start to let your neck and shoulders go. And you're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3 seconds. Open, open. Just gently let the body fall. Breathing in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. Just know you are so safe in your body. Your body is here to protect you. Your body has you. And let's take 3 deeper breaths. See if you can breathe just a little deeper down your spine. That's it. Just making just a little more room, but not pushing, not forcing. And we're going to give our body as much time and space as it needs to heal. And as you breathe in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Your body will start to feel the sensations. Your thoughts will start to float through. And the oxygen is working for you. Let's take another 3 slow, deeper breaths down through the body. Feel the warmth in the body. Feel your heart. Feel the oxygen flow right through your chest. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3 seconds. And softly exhale, letting it go. You're doing awesome. Just keep it going. You are safe. You are loved. You are supported. It's all going to be okay. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2. Giving yourself as much time and space that you need. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. And if you can, start to give your mind and body a break. You've had to be so strong and get through so much. So let's just breathe. Inhaling, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2. If you can, see if you can breathe a little deeper down into your abdomen. So inhale for about 3 or 4 seconds if you can. If the breath catches, that's okay. Big open, 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 and exhale. Good job. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, open, and exhale. And it's safe to be here. It's safe to be alive. It's safe to feel my body. I am beautiful. I am capable. I am strong with each breath that I breathe. It's all going to be okay. Inhale 2, 3, and exhale 2, 3. So we've been gently breathing for 5 minutes now. And let's take one more minute to kind of let the body settle. So just take 3 slow, deep breaths. Just thanking our bodies for everything that we've put our bodies through, all the times we've had to push through, all the times we've never felt enough. With each breath you breathe, you are enough. You are safe, you are protected, you are loved. You are beautiful, you are kind and patient on your mind, your heart, your body. You deserve to be so good to yourself with each breath that you breathe. Let's take 3 more deeper breaths. Let yourself sink into your body just a little more. One more slow, deeper breath to complete. Okay, good job. My body wants to keep going.
I'm gonna later as well. I probably should have. I feel like I still have more questions, but I'm so.
You can ask.
Oh,
I know you're like, I'm blasted. I'm done.
I'm
We're done.
But I'd like to think. I can't wait to rewatch this, so I can see if one can see the shift. You know,
Oh, for sure.
like
Yeah.
I felt it, and then when I had my eyes open at the very end, and that was the most peaceful I've seen Terry during this summit. And it's a wonderful thing. You know, that was a short little breathing session. And
5
can you
minutes.
imagine what that is like for 45 minutes to an hour?
Yeah.
And I know you say this all the time at the beginning, because you do host some group sessions too. So Breathe with Kimberly Rose, for I think that's your Instagram handle, correct?
Yeah.
You know, follow there so you can find these sessions to try it out. And then we'll also have your website so that people can go there. And I think you have some sessions on there as well.
I have like 10 or 15 free breathwork sessions, like full guided hour.
Yeah.
And,
You know,
yeah, so it's all there.
Check it out, see if it resonates with you guys. And then you also do one-on-one sessions. And
yeah.
do you do group sessions too? Like if we ever have like a BII?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do weekly. I do private group sessions now, which is amazing.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh,
every week I do private groups.
Hmm.
Yep, I do for all kinds of people, military, you know, veterans of PTSD, anything. Just people find me somehow.
Just people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's yeah, I feel really calm.
Birthdays, you know, like,
Well,
I'm
I
like,
have a
you're crazy.
question.
Yeah, go for it.
So my heart feels really tight, and that was like, I feel like I need an hour just to lose. Is that kind of like, was I getting into the groove of it? Because
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so if you carry stress or burdens there, energy, yeah.
Danielle knows me too well. She's like,
Yeah. If you, you know, all of us carry something somewhere in the body. So yeah. So, that means it was starting to kind of like open it up. And, you know, maybe like 5 more minutes of breathing and it'll clear. Yeah. Yeah. Even just 3 to 5 minutes. Cause brings people right here. I mean, it brings them in. So then they're not like scattered or all over the place. And yeah, it'll just bring them in and get them ready for the
whatever.
miracles,
Yeah.
you know?
And to be able to listen, like, I wish I had this, like, as soon as I realized I was getting triggered or edgy or whatever, like I could have
Mhm.
just breathed.
Breathed.
And I didn't. Like, I should always think of that.
Yeah. Well, you will. I mean, it's taken me, I think 12 or 13 years to be like, oh, you know, like to really like take advantage of that tool
Yeah.
for myself, you know, not just showing people, but it's taken me a long time to be like, oh yeah, I could just sit here and breathe.
Not easy.
Yeah, and it's free.
But what's really cool is with this, with even block therapy and foundation training, really the core of all of these things is breath.
Mhm.
And I find that interesting. And then what do the implants take away from us is our breath,
Mm.
like scientifically, linearly, emotionally, and you can't ever have
Yeah.
physical something without an emotional something.
Yeah.
Like
And
they're-
it guards the heart too. I
Yeah.
mean, it
And
does
then
so much.
to work through the scar tissue. So anyway, thank you.